Hi, my name's Penelope and I'm really glad you found me, as I'd love to talk to you a bit about having a positive birth experience. When I first found out I was pregnant, I soon began thinking about labour and I was naturally worried. So from an early age I'd been accustomed to hearing lots of negative stories about labour and seeing negative images of women on TV in labour, and I know my mum's experience was horrific. She had 2 caesareans and was in a lot of pain, and she found recovery quite difficult. She found breastfeeding hard because her abdomen was very painful. So I was concerned that I may need to have a caesarean too, and I spoke to my doctor about that, and he assured me that it wouldn't be an issue for me, so that was good. But personally I had an aversion to being cut either from a caesarean or having an episiotomy. So even my gynecologist, who I thought was there to help me deliver my baby, made me feel like the chances were slim that I would be able to avoid being cut, because he told me 8 out of 10 women have an episiotomy. So all of this was making me quite upset because I didn't have a lot of positive birth experiences to draw from. But then, interestingly, I met a girl who was also pregnant and she was having her second child. We immediately clicked and she soon told me how she'd had a good labour first time round. So I'd never heard these 2 words in the same sentence, and I was intrigued and interested about what that meant for me. I was really fortunate enough also to have a friend from work whose wife had had 2 babies and she was about to have her 3rd baby. And she'd had these babies naturally. And my work colleague had also put me onto some videos about natural birth that gave me some more positive experiences to draw from. So I started doing some of my own research as well, reading books and watching videos on positive natural birth. And one of the things about this research though is that it got me thinking, because it often advised that if there's any intervention such as taking drugs for pain relief, it can also lead to the next lot of interventions, such as having an epidural or having forceps or caesarean, that sort of thing. And I just believe much of that could be avoided if women were given the opportunity to know that positive labour is possible. So later I met a friend of my work colleague who told me that after her natural birth she didn't have any recovery issues and all she needed was some painkillers. And I sort of thought that sounded a bit hard to believe, but now I know that's true. So it was good to meet her and have that story as well. So I also spoke to a high school friend who'd had some positive experience with her labour, and all of these positive stories started me to be able to shift my own belief about it, and I started to feel like having a positive experience was really possible. So this high school friend of mine, she gave me a copy of her hypnobirthing recording and that she used during her labour, and I listened to that each day on the bus to and from work in the month or so leading up to my birth, and I was really well prepared for my birth. And I even listened to it during my labour and as I gave birth, which is what I recommend for you to do with the hypnobirthing track I've developed as well. So to cut a long story short, I was in full labour for about 4.5 hours and I had a beautiful baby boy without any drugs, no stitches, no episiotomy and no injections. And my recovery was very fast. I was able to hold him straight away on my tummy and breastfeed him, not that I really knew what I was doing, but it was an amazing moment. And afterwards I was able to shower myself straight away, walk to my hospital room, have some dinner and have visitors straight away. So I really want you to know that it is possible for you to have a natural birth without any drugs, without an episiotomy, without stitches, and to have an easy, fast recovery. I believe it requires some preparation, support and belief, which I found through my research and through hypnotherapy. So for this reason, to assist you to have a positive labour too, I've created Hypnobirthing for natural labour. It consists of 2 tracks to help you prepare your mind and body and begin to believe that you can have a positive natural birth experience. I'm really passionate about this. I really wanted to help people who want the same positive experience I had. It is possible for you. It's definitely worth giving yourself the opportunity to have the best labour you can. So buy it and enjoy. It could be the best thing you've ever done. Good luck with your labour. I hope it's as wonderful for you as it was for me. And I'd love to hear your feedback and your positive labour story.